Ladies and gentlemen, you know how this government can't agree on nothing. All the politicians do is just sit there and fight over every damn thing and can never come to an agreement. That's how it's been. I don't even know why these people don't just pack up and go home and keep their asses at home because they're not doing any good for no one. Well, they can't even agree on the government shutdown. So if they can't come up with an agreement, then the government faces a shutdown by year's end. I am not surprised. In fact, I expect this kind of stuff. Nothing gets done in Washington. Absolutely nothing. So this came out on the Hill December 18th, 2020. Government faces shutdown as year-end deals remain elusive. Let me go ahead and play this video for you.
The federal government is hours away from a shutdown as a year-end deal on coronavirus relief remains elusive, and at least one senator is threatening to withhold consent for a short-term funding measure to keep departments and agencies open. Senator Josh Hawley on Friday said he's not going to allow a stopgap funding measure to pass Friday unless leaders give him a more detailed briefing about the $900 billion relief package that is close to being finalized. Hawley told reporters, quote, "We actually have no idea what's in this package. You know more than we do, so I'm not going to allow a CR to go through until I know more what's actually in the package."
Well, useless as usual, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, the federal government is just hours away from a shutdown as the year-end deal coronavirus relief remains elusive, and at least one senator is threatening to withhold consent. So we already know that's Josh Hawley of Missouri. We actually had no idea what's in the package. Well, you should know what's in the package if you're voting on it, you know? So, they want to take the stimulus money, y'all, from $1,200 to $600 because, once again, this government don't want to do anything for the people. If they could get away with pushing a package through and give you very little to nothing, that's what they would do. At the same time, Democrats are warning that a late push by Republicans to add language to the detail to shut down the Treasury Department and the Federal Reserve credit and lending facilities is putting a deal at risk. An agreement was in sight to deliver aid to the American people until Senator Toomey and Republicans inserted an 11th hour, purely political, unrelated provision to the tie. So this was to tie the hands of Joe Biden and risk throwing the economy into a tailspin. All right. Toomey's proposal would rescind unused funding appropriated in the CARES Act to secure federal lending programs and close those programs by the end of the year, as Republican lawmakers intended when they drafted the CARES Act in March. Toomey's provision would be unprecedented, change to the law to strip the Fed chair of one of their most important tools to quickly respond to any future economic crisis, the Democratic aide said. Senator leaders would need a unanimous consent from all 100 members of the upper chamber to pass a short-term funding measure by the midnight deadline. Senator Majority Whip John Thune warned Thursday that the government might shut down over the weekend. He thought colleagues might force a short shutdown to ramp up pressure on leaders to reach a deal. I know people who are going to object to that passing a CR that want to keep pressure on the process until we get a deal, he said. I think what they need to do is cut all of your salaries until you come up with a package. Because y'all act like, nobody's life matters except for yours. Okay, So negotiators are haggling over the size of the stimulus checks, who would be eligible to receive them, whether to add $90 billion pot of money for state and local emergencies to administer by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, as well as Toomey's proposal to wind down Treasury Fed lending programs. Congressional leaders are discussing 3 different stopgap measures of various length, according to Senator John Cornyn of Texas. There are some people who are saying that, well, we don't need a stopgap because we need to keep the sense of urgency on. But I think it would be a mistake for us to go through even a temporary government shutdown, he said. It would not be a responsible thing to do. Well, when have y'all been responsible in the first place up there in Congress or the Senate? Oh, we got some lousy people up there running things. Lousy, y'all. Lousy. So, on top of everything that's going on in America, there could be a shutdown. These people ain't no damn good. And definitely they are no leaders. They're just leaders by saying it. Them saying they're leaders, that's about as close to a leader as they have been conducting themselves the whole time. These people are not leaders. And this is why the country looks the way that it does. These are not leaders, y'all. And they certainly are not the future. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.